we are aware that, over the past couple of years, the overall threat landscape has changed because due to heavy digital transformation, work from anywhere, get to access to any of the information which was only present inside the organization earlier. So a lot of shift has happened. There is overall, paradigm shift of the way the business models, have been completely changed. Now, in my personal opinion, there are a lot of, it's not like single strategy would work. It should be a multi-pronged, security strategy where, we need to look into, see that how our incident response, which was traditionally governed, designed, and being tested, has to be transformed first initially. If any incident response occurs, with the changed circumstances, do we really, are adapting? Are we ready? Do we need to make sure that we need to map and make sure we test and be ready? And also, there was, VPNs were there for a while for the remote access, very limited percentage earlier, right? Now you see pretty much, unless and otherwise essential services, majority of them are remote, workers, right? Either it could be vendors, the complete supply chain, if you see, and individual organizations, right? Now, how are we going to have that remote access capabilities? Are we equipped to first, obviously, everybody was, worried about how do we make sure everybody is able to connect, right? Now, after that, how do we make sure that we secure? We should have a definitive strategy around that. It's not just the employees, it's about the integration of the applications, different digital assets which are involved in the organization and the business, right? And I would say the vendor risk management has also evolved considering the supply chain attacks in the recent times. So one of the very important strategies around how do we make sure that the risk management is considered not just the organization but the complete ecosystem of the business. It includes the obviously vendors and their vendors, etc., right? And the risk assessment, the way traditionally we used to do, and a lot of threat modeling was also involved, like Narayanan was mentioning about Mitre and all, considering the tactics and techniques. How do we make sure the applications or the services which we are offering as an organization, are we assessing them based on the current emerging threats? So our threat modeling should be encompassed and make sure it is in line to the existing threat landscape. And nonetheless, the last and very important aspect is about the persistent security awareness for remote workers, whoever, and make sure we need to make them aware that how one individual can remain vigilant on any social engineering threats. Like however defense of depth or zero trust we have, the easiest, yes, zero trust will also look into once the access is there. So never trust, never do that. But still, majority of the access, if one can achieve the credentials, it's a bigger problem. So